At 22, I'm young, free, and in love with Michael. He writes poetry for me and plays the guitar, singing so sweetly. I'm also in love with Madison, his 2-year-old, precious, curly-haired baby girl. I'm standing in his cottage, tucked away in an apple orchard just outside of New Paltz. I watch Maddie sleep in her crib, surrounded by batik Indian prints. I'm dreamy and blissful from the heroin I have snorted. Michael, also high, is asleep a few feet away. I knew from a young age I would not bear children of my own because I did not want to become my mother. Childhood for me was dangerous and painful. I learned that I was a burden and not worthy of being loved. I left home at 13 after a life of physical and emotional abuse. But now with Madison, I realize I do want to be a mother. There are more than enough children in the world to love. You can be a mother without giving birth, just like you can give birth without being a mother. I make a promise to Maddie then and there that I won't take heroin again. 2 years later, when Madison's birth mother dies, I am devastated. While sitting Shiva for her, I perform a ritual with song and prayer, officially taking on my role as Madison's sole mother. The first couple of years are seamless. We have so much fun, and I'm developing a community of sisters, feminist witches. We plant herbs and study the goddess. Michael is gone much of the time, and when he's around, he's getting high or sleeping off a high. By now, the addiction has taken over, and I struggle to remember the man I fell in love with. When he is sober, he's mean and controlling. My disdain is harder to conceal. I'm trapped. I convince myself that when he sobers up, we'll get married, and then I will legally adopt Madison. One day, Michael wants to have sex, and something in my psyche snaps. "Why can't you love me like you used to?" he says. I recoil as he moves toward me, so pale, like a dead man walking. I look into his eyes and see that through his fog of addiction, he finally recognizes the contempt in mine. I feel a sense of release. He retaliates with his only weapon. "She's my daughter, and you will never be her mother." Madison wakes up and starts to cry, "Mama!" I go to her and pick her up. Michael pulls her from my arms, screaming, "She is not your mama," over and over. He shoves me out of the room and locks the door. "Get out." I have no choice but to leave. My heart is broken, but I cannot go back. For the next few years, I see her sporadically. Michael moves to the city, and I'm lucky if I get to see her once a month. Time passes, and I'm in love again with Alex. I'm living in a community of brilliant women, lesbians, witches, and 3 young boys, the sons of a sister who has died, each one with a story of loss too monumental for a child to bear. But me and my sisters are parenting together. We're figuring it out. After another stint in rehab, Michael decides to move back to Oregon and leave Maddie with me. She's now 10 years old, and although I still have no legal rights, I've got her. In our large Kingston apartment, the boys share one room and Madison has her own. Suddenly she's a big sister. Sometimes it's tough for her because the boys take a lot of attention and she doesn't get enough. But she's so damn smart. She makes friends at grade school, and I'm so proud of her. As a mama, I believe my job is to feed my children healthy food. I grew up eating crap, and I want the best for my kids. We're mostly vegetarian, and white sugar doesn't exist in our kitchen. So when I start to find scores of candy wrappers under Maddie's bed and in her closet, I'm terrified. Sugar is addictive. I have visions of her becoming an addict like her father. "Madison, you can't eat this stuff. It's not good for you," I say, offering her organic plums and cherries and homemade soy donuts. She tells me she will stop, but continues to buy sugar on her walks home from school. Alex tries to get me to back off, but now I'm on a mission, determined that she won't become an addict like her father. In hindsight, I wish I was more laid back about the candy, but my fear about addiction took hold of me and I couldn't let it go. I didn't go as far as my mother. I never hit her, but I made mistakes. That year, while Madison is on her annual trip to visit her father in Oregon, I get a phone call from Michael's girlfriend. Madison has decided to stay here with us, she says. I feel like someone has punched me in the stomach. Put Michael on. Nope, he doesn't want to talk to you. And she hangs up. Maddie is gone again, and this time I am crushed by the belief that it is my fault. I write letters for years, but she only receives a few. I left home at 13, the same age as Madison when she left me. My relationship with Alex falls apart. We continue to co-parent the boys, but without legal rights. Eventually, we lose them too. After another tumultuous relationship, I hit bottom. Through therapy and help from my friends, I realized I too had a need to be mothered and taken care of. I wanted to give to my children the love, safety, and acceptance I never had. My path to motherhood was hard and unfamiliar to most. But over the years, I've come to understand that I did the best I could and that my love touched each of my children's lives. Maddie and I finally reconnected when she was in her 20s. Now she's 33, and we're still repairing our relationship. In September, she is coming here with her girlfriend just to see me for the first time. I'll be here waiting.